welcome to Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages. I am Riley Smurl.
I'm Sydney McElroy.
And I'm Taylor Smurl.
Well, sisters, it's lovely outside and warm, and the days are longer, and it's relaxing. How are you both enjoying things?
Good. Good. Yes.
I saw Wonder Woman today. It was really good. So you should use the length of the day to go see Wonder Woman. That's my little tiny ad for Wonder Woman. Bye.
See Wonder Woman, or just, relax in the pool.
That's what I did.
If you could find a way to relax in a pool and see Wonder Woman at the same time, that will be great, because no one will be able to see that you are crying tears of joy and sadness because you'll be wet from the pool.
Exactly.
I didn't get to see Wonder Woman. We did go this morning and bought Voltron.
Okay.
The toy.
The toy.
I own a Voltron now.
I don't understand how you didn't already.
I don't know. I am married to Justin.
Yeah.
He saw it in Walmart yesterday and said he wanted it, and I laughed because I thought he was kidding. And then we got home and he was really upset because he really, really wanted, all of them.
Right.
Like all 5 robot cats or whatever they are.
I don't even know what they are. Lions?
Lions. There's 5 robot lions that become one giant robot man.
So they sell them all individually, and then you can create the Voltron out of them?
Exactly. So,
oh, that's awesome.
So he went today and bought them all. And him and Charlie built Voltron together. And then they went on adventures with Voltron.
That's beautiful.
She was concerned about, she didn't know where the people were. I was concerned about that too, because you don't see, there are people in those robot lions, right?
Yes.
They have to be. Yeah.
You can hear them. They talk. As you attach them to Voltron, they're like, red lion, go. Yellow lion, present. Or whatever. I don't know. They say something.
Present day.
They say something like that to indicate that they have arrived as their assigned limb location, and then Voltron forms, and I need the people. You hear the people voices, there are people voices.
You don't know where they are.
But there's tiny little planes that fit inside the bellies of the lions that I think are representing the little people, which means if that's the scale, Voltron is really big.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Upsettingly large.
Voltron is very large.
Could you imagine?
I've never watched Voltron. I need to put that out there right now.
Could you imagine if the Walmart was out of all 4 lions, and you could only get 2 of them or 3 of them, and you only had a one-armed and a one-legged Voltron that couldn't stand up straight?
And he just keeps yelling awaiting red lion, awaiting red lion. I'm sorry, I can't find the red lion.
Walmart didn't have the red lion.
I'm sorry, Voltron. I'm trying. So anyway, we had Voltron.
I'm in the middle of a very stressful time because it is almost the start of Tech Week. And if you've ever done theater before, that's the worst, is what it is.
Yeah, but then you get to do your show, and that's the best.
Yeah.
And you get to eat a lot of takeout and have a really good excuse for not showering for the whole week.
That's very true.
That's great in my book.
Don't get home until 12:30. Just get some Wendy's.
Right, exactly.
Take a shot. You have a wonderful bathtub, a big giant jetted bathtub. Just use it.
The giant bathtub is good for the mini shin splints I have gotten from this particular show, and how sweaty I get wearing a giant velvet and feather costume in 90-degree heat.
Well, as much as we're all enjoying summer, I think it's important, Riley, that you go ahead right away and start thinking about going back to school.
You've been off for a week. Time to plan your future.
Exactly.
Yeah. So your senior year is next.
Mm-hmm.
That is the next one in the order of years.
The next and ultimate one.
Well, I mean, unless you go to more school.
Well, I mean, of actual school. College is adult school.
Yeah. I
It
guess.
is. You're an adult when you're in college.
I was.
You're
I
technically
graduated
an
like
adult.
10 years ago. I still haven't reached that level or gone in that direction. I don't think it's a level. I think it's a direction.
I was not an adult in college. I mean, I like legally, I suppose.
Your senior year of high school is the last year where you have to go to a building with a bunch of people you don't like and sit in there for 8 hours a day.
Okay, that's
No,
fair.
some college can be that too. I'm sorry, bummer.
It's not as long, at least.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
choppier.
Yeah,
You
you get little
leave.
breaks.
Yeah, and there's a quad
There's a quad.
for you to hang out on. Well, I don't. You didn't have a quad though, did you, Tay?
No, we just had cold, unforgiving buildings in a cold, unforgiving city.
Great.
Is that your ad for your college? Is it? Do they want you to do
School
commercials
in New York
for your
yes.
alma mater?
You want beautiful facilities? Do you want a gorgeous campus? Do you want like friendly staff members? Don't go to school in New York, you idiot.
Well, I had a quad. It was lovely. You'll get a quad after next year.
I'll get a quad. I
If
want
you
a
want
quad.
I had a stoop.
But your senior year is a big year, and there's all kinds of stuff associated with the senior year.
That's true.
There's all kinds of stuff that you do and experience or whatever. don't know.
Stuff you're supposed to do, I guess.
Yeah. There's rituals. There are many rituals associated with the human senior year.
I had a nightmare about senior year the other night. The only way they give me my diploma is if I completed a giant life-size game of Tetris
That sounds awesome.
where they were like throwing blocks down on my head and I had to fit them in and they magically disappeared whenever I made a Tetris.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I got my diploma, but
Oh, yeah.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh no. This is what it takes." I had just been up until 2:30 that morning playing Puyo Tetris on my Switch.
Oh, I was gonna. That makes sense now. I was hoping that was like a deep subconscious like digestion of what like modern education is. It's like I've just got to make all these boxes fit, and if I fit the mold, they'll congratulate me for my conformity. No, you were just playing some
I was just
Tetris.
playing some Tetris.
But also the conformity thing, Tay, I like that.
Yeah, that
Write that
works.
down.
I was like, man, Riley, your subconscious is deep.
Riley's frighteningly good at Tetris. It upset me. She beat me at Tetris.
Yeah, I
Um,
did.
And I'm so good at Tetris that Justin and I played, I can't tell you how many games because he kept making me play him so he could try to beat me. And it was like midnight the other night, and I was like, honey, we have work tomorrow. We have to go to bed now. We have a 2-year-old. We can't play Tetris anymore. And he was like, no, one more. I've got to beat you. I feel it. This is the one.
And he didn't, and then I beat Sydney.
Yeah, is what I'm saying.
So,
I didn't know that competitive Tetris was a thing.
Oh, yes.
oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Wow.
It's like if you like make a Tetris, then it adds blocks underneath the other person's game so that they
Yeah.
keep getting higher.
It's offensive. That's my problem. It's not just a war of attrition. If it was war,
Yeah.
I'd win every time if it was just survival. But you got to go on the offensive, and that's not my.
Here's our ad for Puyo Tetris for the Switch.
anyway. Anyway, senior year. So you get those senior pics yet?
Already?
I don't know.
I've been a senior, I guess, for like a week and a half.
Okay, probably not yet. We had senior pictures back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, they've been like a thing for a while. I think.
And I don't know what they're for.
I don't know what they were for. I went and got senior pictures taken, and they made me do the thing where they draped me in black, like across the shoulders, but
Mhm.
like sort of off my shoulders. Which is that supposed to make me look like I was naked, but with a black towel, or
I think like a black strapless dress.
okay?
Wait.
Okay.
Do you remember this?
It goes. Well, I didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No,
Because these
I
are the
don't
ones
think
they
my
do in
pict-
school.
I don't think my picture was in the senior yearbook.
Really?
I feel like I don't even think I was in my. I think I missed on picture day and just never made up for it.
It's
I
like-
did
I
that
didn't
this
own
year.
a senior yearbook.
Really? See I can't believe you missed. It's the most bizarre. Like the guys are supposed to wear, and this is just now dawning on me as I'm saying this. We're supposed to wear like what look like tux tops,
Mm-hmm.
like bow ties and shirts and jackets. I wonder if that was just like a top like a dickie.
Oh, it was because
Can we say that word on Survivor?
Guys, a dickie is like a fake shirt you wear under another shirt to look like a shirt.
Let's
dickie.
say it again.
no.
Every time I have the urge to curse, I'm just going to sub in the word dickie because it's okay.
It's like a little cloth neck piece. It's like you tied your napkin around your neck so you didn't spill food on you, except then you put a sweater vest on over it and you said, I'm wearing a shirt. Shh. Don't tell anyone.
To give the illusion that you're wearing two shirts when you're in fact not. What?
You want people to think you're rolling in it. I'm the kind of guy who affords two shirts. Not one, two.
Get like a dickie, like a 3-layer deep dickie.
Like you have like a high neck dickie on first, and then like a V-neck dickie, and then like a jacket over it.
She done did the triple dickie.
Whoa! Like it's one of those moments from like an '80s movie where they're
the guys like put down their glasses.
I know.
Oh yeah.
So it is. It's a dickie.
Yeah, because I was in journalism this past year, and my journalism teacher had to help with the senior pictures because he was also the yearbook teacher. So we went in there for my class period of journalism, and he had me help hand out. It was the weirdest thing. They called down the seniors by their last names, and we sit at this table and hand out to them, ask them what size half shirt they would be, I guess, and have me hand the girls this like shawl and tell them to go put it on and slide their straps down on their shirt so that you couldn't see them, and then just put this on over it. And then for the guys, I had to ask them what size, like basically like tux dickie they'd be, and then I'd have to grab it off and give them
dickie are you?
give them the top half, which was just like it was just like a dickie, and then a jacket. It was like a suit jacket, and I would give them those, and they would come and bring them back, and I'd give it to the next person.
That makes me so happy. To know
It definitely is just a
because
dickie.
because now that I think about it, like it's supposed to look like a black strapless dress. You're right, but it's just a black drape.
Mm-hmm.
And then traditionally, we were told like now most ladies like to wear pearl necklaces.
Yeah.
I did not own one of those. So
Yeah, I
did
don't.
not wear that, but I wore like I don't know I don't know. It didn't matter. Here's what I'll say: if you look at like
was
my
this high school, you were wearing a hemp choker, Sid. Let's be real.
Probably.
I know what you were wearing.
it was probably a hemp choker, some Fimo beads.
Absolutely, with a
that was-
mushroom on it.
That's probably what I was wearing. No, but even like the look on my face is like I don't even look cool. Like I'm so over this. It's not that. It's like why am I here? I don't understand. Is this the thing? Am I doing the thing? Are we done? Why am I draped
Can I
in
go
black?
take off this
Can
half shirt? I'm like half naked.
Can I pull my straps back up?
I don't understand how the fashion community hasn't embraced the ironic tux dickie yet. Like, why have I not seen that in Williamsburg in Brooklyn? Some guy with like a sweater and then that over top of it and a man bun. Like, why is that not a thing?
You're
Do
gonna
it.
see
Start
it now. You're gonna see it.
Get one and wear it and start the trend.
Oh, it's from high school. Isn't that funny?
Now, some people I know went all out for senior pictures and got like, because I actually think I'm trying to think. I think I did have like a couple other done in just like a cute outfit that I really liked.
Yeah.
But it was in the studio. We didn't do the senior pictures in the school. We went to this. There was like an assigned photo studio you went to.
Right.
Wow.
Go there. They'll give you your drape.
Yeah.
They'll give you your half shirt. They'll take your picture, and then like I was in another outfit, and they took a couple pictures of me in that, like next to, like 2001, standing like
Yeah.
I was like
what
leaning
you
on
mean.
2001, like this is the year, this is it, this is my year. I don't know, but I like some of those. But then some people would go all out and have like professional, like multiple costume changes out in the world.
Costume changes.
Like
Costumes?
usually like casually in a field or casually atop of an old automobile or
Yeah.
very casually draped against a motorcycle or something like that.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, that's definitely now the trend is to go like pay probably an absurd amount of money. I don't know. I haven't ever looked into how much a senior photo shoot costs and have someone like go out into a field. Really cool. I don't know if it's cool. A really interesting trend I've seen is like a large open field of like tall grass and trees, but there's like a random like velvet chair in the middle of it. And people sit on the chair and like pose with the random velvet chair.
So you're like posing for an album cover for music that is terrible.
Yeah.
Exactly. That also looks. That's the entire. By the way, like I always pass the section in Macy's of Ralph Lauren clothes, and it all looks like that. It's all like people who look very romantically lost in a field, who are like, I don't know how I got here.
I guess I will just sit in this plush velvet chair and figure it out poetically.
Look at the way my skirt drapes.
Yeah, that's definitely, getting all dressed up and wearing like several, as Sydney called them, costumes, several different outfits, and taking a lot of fancy pictures that you just end up posting on like Instagram and I guess Facebook. Like your mom posts them on Facebook for you and you post them on Instagram.
They're probably on walls. Like they're probably like framed and put on walls, and I don't know what else you do with. I really don't know what else you do.
I
with
just
them.
know that I've been out of my junior year for, not even kidding, I think maybe 2 weeks, maybe like a week and a half. I don't think it's even been 2 weeks yet. And I have already seen one person at my school taking their senior pictures in my grade.
I would always see people at the park taking them next to this giant circular piece of art. That's
the one that we have in the park that's like a weird like portal.
It looks like a weird portal in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
It's like,
is it actually a portal? Have you tested it? Just a general question I ask when involving such artifacts.
I tried.
Okay.
Have
when
you
I
ever
was
tried?
when I was younger, I tried because it looks like a portal. It doesn't work.
I always notice when people are having like what I assume are probably senior photos taken next to it, because it's not, I don't want to say, I'm not an art critic. I don't know anything about art. I would not say it is the most attractive thing to pose in front of for a photo. Like, it doesn't look like this is a backdrop for a human photo.
But you know what? I have.
Like, expecting the slider to just come in from behind. Like,
I know.
I have
Farscape stuff.
That's exactly. It looks like the kind of thing like in a Doctor Who episode, like the TARDIS is gonna come through.
But I have homecoming pictures in that portal from my freshman year that Justin took, and he posed us in that portal.
See, he was probably being ironic.
Well,
is there not like a beautiful rose garden like a few feet from this thing we're talking about?
There is.
Am I not wrong? Okay.
There is, but the portal.
It's the Huntington portal.
You know what makes sense to me for senior pictures? Like, you're talking about graduating, like it's your senior year and you're taking pictures. Okay, people get like engagement photo shoots, and like some people get pregnancy photo shoots and like wedding pictures. But like engagement photo shoots, you have like the engagement ring, like that's the focus of it. Like wedding photo shoots, like you're in your dress, and pregnancy photo shoots, like you're pregnant. Maybe if you got graduation or senior year pictures done in like your cap and gown, like that makes sense, or like just wearing your cap or something like that. But like just like taking fancy pictures in a velvet chair in the middle of the woods, like what does that mean?
How's anybody gonna know how cool that you were in high school if you're just in your cap and gown and you're not leaning against an old car while holding a basketball?
People hold basketballs?
They used to. I don't know, something sporty, something that looked cool.
I mean, I guess like if you're trying to like capture your high school experience, like you want to put like whatever you were really into when you were in high school, like so I guess you were really into basketball, so like you hold a basketball.
A picture of me eating lunch in the bathroom.
Sydney, you did show choir and theater. You know what I mean.
I'm just saying.
Like I guess that makes sense. School? Like if you want to hold a prop, like I guess like something that I don't know.
I mean, if I would have known that costumes could be involved, I definitely would have taken senior pictures as Sailor Moon. So I didn't realize costumes were an option. I don't think you're talking about actual costumes, but I prefer that narrative.
I do think they should better encapsulate your high school experience, because then a picture of me hiding in the orchestra pit would be like the perfect picture. Like, this is me. This is me in high school. I'm hiding in the theater in the orchestra pit and hoping that high school ends before I have to come out.
Yeah, I think it would just be me reading manga in the dark room, which sounds hard, but you figure it out when you don't want to be around people.
Are you going to do the big elaborate?
You know what's going to end up happening? People are going to start taking them, and they're going to start posting them, and it'll be like halfway through my senior year, and we would have like just got back from Christmas break or something, and Mom, she'll be like, hey, I saw these girls at your school are getting their senior pictures done. You wanna get some done? I'll like dress you up, do
and
your
you're
hair.
gonna say, well,
And I'll say, yeah, I guess
I
that's fine
guess.
because I love you, Mom. And then I'll get them done. I'm betting you a year from now I have senior pictures done.
If you're not in a field with a velvet chair, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Can I take very ironic senior pictures? Can I find an old car and hold a basketball next to it? And can I get a velvet chair and put it in the middle of the woods and take pictures on it?
Yep.
Those are going to be my senior pictures. I'm calling it now. I'm That's So Ravening it. I see it.
There's more to senior year. Some of these things I think we've touched on before. Things like the class ring.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to get your class ring. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, and the fact that the company that like does our caps and gowns and our rings and stuff came to us freshman year and gave us the packets for like different senior rings and like gave us a whole presentation on how we could order them and start paying for them.
Yep.
Like I didn't get one.
So you get your very expensive senior ring. I don't know. It's up to you.
What do you do with it?
I don't know.
I'm not going to wear it.
I got it and it was in my jewelry box until one day I realized it wasn't, and I don't know where it is. And that's the end of that story.
Taylor, did you even get one?
No, I didn't. I mean, I'm thinking back to like, you're right there. The things you get pictures for that kind of mark your life. There's the senior ring, all this, or the school ring. I feel like at any instance where it's like, I've done this with my life. I've never wanted a memory of it. It's like, no, I'm going to do something better. Just wait. I don't want to mark this moment.
I'm going to start by forgetting this part.
So like, like all the take a picture, remember this is like, they're coming someday. I don't know.
Have I mentioned before that the new designs you can get on your class rings? They gave us a whole like pamphlet of like different like engravings you can get and colors of metal you can get. My new favorite colors of metal are pink camo and gray camo and regular camo.
Yeah, okay.
So if you need to wear
So
your
if
class
you-
ring while you're hiding
Right.
in the
But-
brush.
You can get a pink camouflage ring.
Don't you want people to see it though? Isn't that the whole point? Hey, camouflage joke, anybody? Anybody want it? It's hanging out there. Somebody grab on.
Whoa, what are you talking about? I don't see a ring. You keep saying your class ring. I don't see a ring.
I don't see it anywhere.
I can't see it at all.
You're showing me an empty hand.
And why is your finger detached from your body?
I don't even see your finger.
There's a gap between your knuckle and your actual finger.
There's more to do in your senior year that we haven't gotten into yet, Riley. But before we do that,
Let's check the group message.
yeah, what's going on over there today?
Today we have an ad for you. Just for you.
That was great, Riley. You keep working on that.
Thanks.
On your ad
You know
read
who you are.
for you.
Out there.
We do have a sponsor this week, a lovely sponsor that I'm excited to tell you about, Casper.
The friendly ghost.
No. Casper, the friendly mattress.
Hey.
Casper mattresses are delightful. We have one that we keep. You give the best things you should reserve for your guests.
Mm-hmm.
And that is exactly what we reserve our Casper for.
For your
our
guest
guests.
room.
It is on our guest bed, and every time we have somebody stay the night, that's all they can talk about is how amazingly comfortable the Casper mattress that they got to sleep on is.
Yes.
If you don't know about Casper, they're an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the price. So they're excellent quality. They arrive in a big box, and then like you open it up. I thought it would kind of spring out like all cartoon style. It's not that dramatic, so don't worry. It is much safer.
You're not going to be injured by the unfurling of your new Casper.
No, it does unfurl, but it is a slow, controlled unfurling. And right now you can get a risk-free trial and return. Actually, that's always. They have a risk-free trial
That's not
and return
just right
policy.
now.
That's not just right now. Anytime. Risk-free trial and return policy. Try sleeping on a Casper for 100 days with free delivery to the U.S. and Canada and painless returns. But you're not going to want to return it because it's super comfortable.
You're going to want to keep it.
They're designed, developed, and assembled in the USA, and we have a special offer for our still buffering listeners. Would one of you like to tell our listeners about that?
Taylor, tell us about that special offer for our listeners.
Well, still buffering listeners can get $50 towards any mattress purchased by visiting www.casper.com. That's www.casper.com/stillbuffering. And use a promo code stillbuffering at checkout. So that's $50 towards any mattress purchase. Terms and conditions apply.
So go check it out
So that part
today.
too.
If you're a sleepy girl like Riley, then this might be a great thing for you.
There you go.
Absolutely. Check it out. www.casper.com/stillbuffering, promo code stillbuffering.
And guess what else we got in the group message this week? A Jumbotron.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like we need like music.
We do. Like, wow, 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 Jumbotron.
That works. Wah, 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 Jumbotron.
That's music. We got a message this week for Jack Reese.
From Mom and Dad.
Aw.
That's sweet.
This is sweet. Jack, this is from your mom and dad, and they say, congratulations on surviving another year of school. We know you hate it, which is a shame since you're so good at it. Here's to a happy summer of video games, sleeping in, and no homework.
Woo!
We're so proud of you. Love, Mom and Dad. That is so sweet.
That's very sweet.
That is
And I'm
so
right there
sweet.
with you, Jack Reese, because that's all I'm doing this summer. The video games and sleeping in and no homework.
Enjoy your summer, Jack, and give your mom and dad a hug, because they're good folks.
Yeah.
This was very sweet.
It was very sweet.
This was. All right.
Or give him a Casper. That's it.
Go, Jack. don't mom and dad deserve a Casper mattress.
No better way to say I love you than with the mattress.
Let them slowly unfurl it.
And then sleep in a comfort like they have never known before. While you're playing your video games. All right.
So senior year.
To senior year. So there are other things. One of the few traditions that I actually really liked at our school was the concept of the senior will.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't written this yet, Riley, but now you'll have an entire year to think about it.
Well, actually, I don't write one.
You guys don't have them?
The theater department has them. Within the theater department, when you're a senior, you can will all the inside jokes or parts of yours or costumes or props or whatever to the other theater department members. But that is not a school-wide thing.
Oh,
Well, that's so weird.
yeah.
I'm aware of it just because of that, but not.
We had something that would come out like with at the very end of the year called the Senior Edition, and it was just like a special like paper bound thing. I don't know. It's a book, but a very short book. And it
Yeah.
would just have like all the senior wills, and I think things like the class song and the class colors, and like there'd be like a funny class poem that would try to incorporate, or not poem, but like a future story, like the class reunion 10 years from now, and it would try to incorporate all the members of the senior class into it.
All of them?
It attempted.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many people, just out of curiosity, were in your all senior classes?
I don't know, a couple, 100 something?
More
It's bigger than that? That'd be more than that.
No, the
How did
school-
they fit them all in that story?
I was going
I
to
don't
say my
know.
senior class, or my graduating class, is like over 400 people.
Yeah, well, and ours were even bigger. Ours were around the 500 range.
That's
Because
crazy.
the school was 2,000 when it first opened.
Yeah, ours is at about 1,600. So that's crazy that you incorporated a story with 500
It was like
people
a
in it.
lot of people. All I know is I was in it, and it seems like pretty much everybody must have been in it if I was in it.
Do you remember what they
Same
wrote
here.
about you? Do you remember what they wrote about both of you?
I was. They listed me with a bunch of other liberals, and we were arguing politics. That was it. That's what I was known as, one of those angry liberals who argues politics all the time.
Yeah, I forget, the theme of mine was weird. It was like a zombie uprising or a robot uprising or something was attacking our reunion, and I helped fight them off with art supplies. It's like, cool, whoever wrote this.
I mean, that's probably like,
I mean, that's better than like you could do that though.
yeah.
You know, I there are many art supplies in my proximity. I don't think any of them I would pick up to fight a zombie or a robot with.
I will tell you one thing. That creepy little wooden guy that you can pose different ways.
Would not be useful in a robot
No, but
rebellion.
it's creepy.
No, if you held that up in my face, even as a zombie, I think I'd take a second like, whoa. Well, what's the situation? What is this little wooden guy? It's creeping me out.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I like X-Acto knives, but you know, that's
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there was a senior edition that had that and senior wills, and it was mainly in jokes, like you said, that you would leave to the people behind you. Mine was almost entirely to Taylor. It was just like every in joke we'd ever had.
yeah.
Because
References to Taco Bell.
lots
of them.
Lots of Taco Bell references. I think I left you chalupas.
A chalupa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it just a single one?
I think it was a chalupa.
Oh,
Just one.
I could have been more generous.
Well, you left me many other things that no one would ever understand, which is
No.
what you do with those.
That's exactly, like, it's funny because they're printed for everybody to see, but generally speaking, there's like the person who wrote them that will think they're funny, and then the one person who gets each joke
Yeah.
that's in it, and that's it. And I mean, if you're not one of those like 5 people involved, it's just nonsense words. It's just little paragraphs of nonsense.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have anything like that. We don't even have like a senior edition or anything. We do have the senior color and song and flower and quote,
Mm-hmm.
and that may be it. I don't think we have a poem or like any sort of story or wills.
You'll have to update us later in the year as you get to actually pick those things.
I will. I know I was very disappointed with years ahead of me because they picked songs for their senior songs, such as School's Out for Summer.
I mean, that's better than some. I think we had that Vitamin C song. That
Yeah.
Friends Forever.
It's a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sang that at 8th grade graduation.
We had that that Angel song by Shaggy.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of Angel of the Morning, but it's not.
I wish it was that.
It was that song. That song was on the radio so much about that time when I was a senior in high school that I hated it. Every time I heard it, I wanted to scream. And then it was our senior song. Our colors were purple and silver. It was like a year, like there was like this huge decade where silver was one of the 2 colors for like every year.
Your all's banner is one of, because we have banners in our high school. Is that a typical thing for high schools, or is that just
Each class has a banner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone tell us if that's a typical thing for high schools. But our high school has a hallway in the main like health hallway that goes right down the front of the school, of each graduating class with the year and then the flower like cut out in like felt, and they're in the 2 class colors that you pick out. But I would see the first few every day, and one of the first ones is Sydney's 2001, and it is one of the most offensively silver things I have ever seen. Like, it's like 2001 and like jagged like block numbers in like thick silver felt.
Man, I feel like my colors were black and silver.
You designed yours, right?
I did, yeah. So apparently, it's whatever geek ends up in the art wing and is willing to do that are the people that make that. Yeah.
Get the art wing, geek. We need a banner.
I know. Well, it's that odd combination of who's gonna do like dumb, time-consuming stuff that's based in school spirit, but is also like artistically capable. It's like you gotta find that one person that's like. I think there are other people that maybe would have done it better than me, but they were way too like real artists, and I was like, no, I'll do that. I like good grades. But I made it super gothy, and I'm like, it's like a secret rebellion. I made a thorny rose. It's black.
I think that was good though. I think that's representative of the time, because mine was very like everybody was very like silver, and I mean I don't know, it was all pop and shiny and silly, and I think that the flip side, the goth side, I think that was good. That's a good progression of that era.
Well, I don't even think we can claim goth. I think it was emo is what it was, if I'm honest with myself in retrospect. The goths that the goths won't recognize, emos.
Now, my senior quote was not a... My understanding of the senior quote is that it was supposed to be like an actual quote from someone.
Yeah, like a quote from someone else that you put that's supposed to encapsulate, I think, like the fact that you're graduating.
Right,
or
like a famous person quote.
Yeah.
Like a someone known to be a deep thinker or...
What did you put as
a
your
poet.
senior quote?
It wasn't me. I didn't get...
Oh.
Like, we didn't get individual senior quotes. I
You
know
didn't?
That, I know that they did. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
We
No.
have, I think, next to your weird half-shirt pictures in the yearbook, I think you get to pick your senior quote and put it in there.
I know you used to because I remember Justin's, but I didn't get one for myself. They just gave our whole class one quote, and we were given, like, people submitted things, and I don't know who narrowed it down, but it certainly
I feel
wasn't
like
me.
it's probably like student council or something. like that,
Probably.
right?
And then we had to vote on which one of these, like, 3 finalists did we want, and what we ended up with was something that somebody just wrote down.
What was it?
We laughed, we cried, the laughter ended, the tears dried, and we moved on.
Fair.
I mean, I guess that
Benjamin
is
Franklin.
if that's a quote from a famous person, I'm sorry, I don't know who it is. I don't
It's
think we
probably
credited
not.
them.
Right? That's
No.
probably not.
Well, I mean, I maybe have told this. Mine's 10 times worse in that
Yeah.
ours was, you voted on it, but I guess the first time around not enough people voted, because what we ended up with was Hakuna Matata, and then people got really mad, so we did another vote that everybody participated in, and we ended up with Get Her Done.
Ugh.
Yeah. You know, it's not like at the time I hated it, but I feel like you could like take that and embrace it in a lot of things like high school where it's like, I have to do it. I don't want to do it. It's going to be terrible. Just get her done.
I feel
know,
like those don't even seem like quotes. Those seem like catchphrases. Like your senior catchphrase wasn't Hakuna Matata, it was Get Her Done.
That's our wacky catchphrase, guys.
Yeah, it's like,
Do you think, Riley, that the phrase "get her done" would fly now?
I think there is a contingent of people in my senior class that would find that so funny and so like ironic in a sense that you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if something similar to that became our senior quote.
I think for me, I've always hated that phrase, and for me, part of my problem with it is that I think that it is somewhat sexist. I think that you can definitely read that into it. I mean,
Yeah.
is an abbreviation for her, right?
Yeah.
So I've always found it pretty offensive. And I would think, like, by today's standards, there would be a lot of people who would say, well, this is highly inappropriate. We obviously can't have...
Oh, not at my school. No.
yeah.
No, you would not find that. I don't have much faith in my graduating class. I will vote in whatever it is that we vote on. I will go with whatever it is because it really doesn't have any influence over anything except for senior color day. You have to wear the colors they pick out. So I'm hoping they don't pick anything too crazy. Like a girl at my school in my class suggested coral and seafoam green,
Oh, that's nice.
which like is nice.
It's
It's kind of like the color scheme for like a beach house. If you want to think about it,
would look very beachy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then you think about everyone on senior color day trying to come up with an outfit that is centered around seafoam green and coral. It's like, well, we look cool. Or just go with like a neutral color somewhere in there. Like I feel like every year has like a black or a like a white or a red, you know, something basic.
Something more basic, and
Yeah.
then, you know, silver,
And silver.
obviously.
So didn't you somehow find a silver blazer to wear?
Yeah. I wore a purple turtleneck and a silver blazer.
Was it a dickie or a real turtleneck?
It was a real turtleneck.
I wish it was a dickie.
Is that what it was? A purple turtleneck, and then I'm trying to remember what my skirt was. It was not silver. I think it was
No.
just black or something. But purple turtleneck and a silver. I mean silver, like plasticky
Yeah.
blazer.
Well, I remember there was a debate in the household where like mom had found it for you and it was like, can I wear it? Should I wear it? I'm going to wear it, but will I wear it?
Yeah, no, it was a huge, because like, I don't think that this will be surprising. That was not exactly my style in high school.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Is it anyone's?
Yeah.
Is a silver blazer anyone's high school style?
I don't know. We clearly should have kept it for my senior class, although...
I was going to say, techno rave DJ was not my usual my usual style. Yeah, but you should have kept it.
No, but see, I had black as one of my colors, and I wore black to school every day. So I was like, oh, look, I'm in my senior colors. Look at my school spirit.
Just wear, like, silver earrings, and then you're good.
Yeah. Although I found that a lot of people on Senior Color Day... Wait, is Senior Color Day like a common thing?
It was.
I think so.
Is it?
I
I
think
mean,
most
like we
senior
still have
classes
it.
like,
I
a
just didn't
color
know
day.
if like that was like a thing that was...
I don't know. I feel like all
exclusive
these
to our
are
school.
holdovers from, like, the 40s or something. and
Yeah.
Anyway.
But like this past senior class, their colors were black and blue, which like dark blue and black, which are pretty similar colors and also pretty like basic. So it was just a lot of girls wearing like black dresses and black shoes. Like I picked one of the senior colors and I went with it. But like I don't know. I feel like the whole senior color thing has just become, let's pick two colors that are easy to find outfits for.
'Cause this is
So
just
that I
getting
can dress
ridiculous.
in one of them. Because it's getting ridiculous to keep finding silver clothes.
And also, when does this year just end? Why does there have to keep being more things to it?
Like there's I don't know if this was around when you all were seniors, but there's a senior breakfast on Senior Color Day where like they decorate the whole cafeteria in the senior colors and like put little glasses of the senior flowers on each table and put like a banner up in the back of the cafeteria that says like congrats seniors to 2018.
If that happened, there's no way that I would have ever been up in time for breakfast. So
Yeah,
I don't
Well,
know.
it's like during first period.
Oh, well then no.
Like they
that
call
didn't
seniors
happen.
out of their first class of the day and have them all have like a whole class-wide breakfast.
No, I don't think that happened.
I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
become a whole thing. And like on that same day, there's the senior talent show, which is just like a talent show, but just for the seniors.
We did not have that.
No.
And then they have senior superlatives that they hand out in front of the whole class.
Oh,
like-
those were just in our yearbook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but-
hand those out like little certificates on that same day.
Like most likely to succeed.
Yeah, except they've kind of changed. They aren't really most likely to's anymore, which makes more sense when you think about it because like you're a senior and you're graduating, like you're going on to like your adult life. So like most likely to do whatever makes more sense when you think about it.
Mhm.
But now it's just like best hair and best sense of humor.
Well, those were in there too.
But like there are no most likely to's
Oh.
anymore. It's just
Mm.
all like, you know, like we have Mr. and Mrs. Highlander, like the two most all around best school spirited people.
All around best school people.
Best school people.
I wish that was what the award was. All around best school people person.
You're so good at schooling. I think we may have actually had that because we had those like prettiest eyes, and then we also had
Wow.
like
I mean, like biggest partier. Biggest partier is one of ours.
yeah,
That-
that was
oh,
one of
that's-
ours.
What was it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was
remember
most
that.
artistic, but I don't know. That's
Hey.
There you go.
I know there is a horrible picture with me and the boy that won it, and then like we're posing with paintbrushes like a bunch of jerks.
I want to be named best podcaster of my senior class.
If that's a category, I think you have to. I don't think anyone else can be in it.
There's,
right?
I don't
Got
think
it in
it
the
is a
bag.
category, and there's no other podcaster in my senior class, but I want them to make it just for me.
So it would just be you. Just Riley. 2 thumbs up.
I'll wear my headphones.
I made this so I'd get a superlative.
Just 2
Riley
pictures
Snow.
of you.
Who's the only person in this whole senior class that has a podcast and who created this category? This girl.
I love this idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna pitch it to the student council.
Hmm.
See what they think.
Let me know how that goes.
Uh-huh.
But you do YouTube too. You could just do best internet celebrity.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
But you know who
Call
would get
yourself a celebrity. That'll go over well.
it? You know who would get it? Those girls at my school that post videos of them singing online
Oh no.
and get like, you know, the same views, the number of views that are people like that they go to school with. So like they'll win.
I think you're my favorite internet celebrity.
Hey, thanks.
Before we go, have you thought about, like, if you get a senior quote that gets put next to your name, have you thought about it yet?
The funniest one I've seen so far, there are a lot of people who put like joke ones in, and like they go viral on the internet. The funniest one I've seen so far is a girl who just put like a title of the episode of The Office and like a timestamp as their senior quote, and then if you go back and watch the episode and go to that time, it's Michael Scott saying, "I should have burned this place down when I had the chance."
Whoa.
Oh my.
So like that's pretty funny.
I would not recommend that.
I don't recommend it.
That seems dicey.
But it's pretty funny.
But I mean, you're not going to do that for yours.
No. I don't think that'd be allowed.
Do you have any idea yet?
I
You still gotta
don't.
think about it.
I think I might quote myself. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do "We laughed, we cried." The laughter ended. The tears dried, and we moved on.
Get her done.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata, get her done.
Huh?
If you could go back in time and amend yours to something more personal, do you have anything that comes to mind?
I always knew what my senior quote was going to be personally. It's just then it didn't ever happen. So, I mean, I was going to quote The Princess Bride.
Right.
Of course. And I was going to say, life's not fair. It's just fairer than death. That's all. It's kind of grim.
Kind of grim.
That's good.
One of my favorite songs.
Taylor?
I think I was gonna say I quote RuPaul, but I think it's actually RuPaul quoting her mom, and I can't say the quote exactly because it's a bit explicit. But it's if they aren't paying your bills, don't pay them people no mind.
There you go. I like that.
I think that's a great one.
Wow.
I think that's actually good advice, too.
It is.
They aren't paying your bills, don't pay them no mind.
I think that those are good. So consider those.
I'm just going to make my senior quote, "All of you sashay away." Please.
Shantae, I'll stay.
Shantae, I'll stay.
To be fair,
away.
yeah, everybody's senior quote could be a RuPaul quote, and it would be inspirational and perfect.
It's true.
Everybody say love.
I'm just going to make mine, "Let the music play."
That's a good one, too.
There you go. It'll probably be a RuPaulism when I get to that point.
Well, everybody listening can expect periodic updates throughout Riley's senior year once we learn the identity of the class song and the class colors.
Then the class flower.
That's what everybody's waiting for.
How do you expect a group of like 17 and 18-year-old kids to pick a flower to represent their senior year?
I think it was like a rose every year for like 50 years or
So
something.
say last year it was like a sunflower, and I think this year it was like a daisy. I don't even know.
People are like, I don't know what flower is.
This is a reflection on our education system. Most people only know 4 flowers.
I can name a tulip, a rose, a daisy.
This is A+
A
material.
sunflower.
This is really good. How many more flowers can you name? Please
That's it. I
demonstrate.
just named 4. That's it.
Carnation, rhododendron.
Yeah.
Is that a Voltron?
Peony.
Rhododendron.
Peony.
Rhododendron.
Is that a Superman villain? I forget.
Is Voltron a flower? I'm going to vote that my senior flower be Voltron.
It'll win.
Probably. And then my banner will just be a giant drawing of Voltron.
Be amazing.
That would be the best.
I'm going to make it happen. Just wait.
Just write it in. See how that goes.
All right. Well, sisters, thank you. This was fun as always. Riley, I'll let you get back to thinking about summer. You don't have to think about
Thanks.
school for a while. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you have thoughts, suggestions, topics we could talk about on the show, you can email us at stillbuffering@maximumfun.org. You can tweet at us at stillbuff, and you can join our Facebook group, Still Buffering, on Facebook. And thank you to the Maximum Fun Network of podcasts. You should go to MaximumFun.org and check out all of the other wonderful shows in our network. And thank you to the Novellas for our theme song, Baby You Change Your Mind.
This has been Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages. I am Riley Smurl.
I'm Sydney McElroy.
And I'm Taylor Sproul.
I am a teenager.
And I was 2.
Something about Voltron.
Pink lion attached to you other lions.
A waiting red lion.
Pink lion.
Hi, everybody. I'm Justin McElroy.
And I'm Dr. Sydney McElroy.
Every week, we release a medical history podcast called Sawbones.
We go over the history of the dumbest, grossest, weirdest stuff humans have been doing to each other since the dawn of mankind.
But it's a funny show.
But it's also so disgusting and stomach-turning, you won't believe it.
But it's also like, funny. It's funny.
It is the wildest, grossest, nastiest stuff you can imagine.
It's a real hoot. It's called Sawbones, and we release it every week on iTunes, wherever podcasts are sold, and right here on MaximumFun.org.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture. Artist owned.
Listener supported.